What's up, y'all? Welcome to my little jungle, my little grow bag jungle, an experimentation garden that seems to be doing, for the most part, is doing well, but some things aren't doing so well. And I guess we can cover that in today's video. So first, we can see definitely that these banana plants are doing well as far as getting good height is concerned and growing real fast. This is about 8 months of growth, or I'd say they start growing in March when spring comes around out here in Zone 9B. That's when the heat comes around, and that's when the leaves start springing back into life and producing again. So from March all the way to today is September 11th, I believe. So from March to September, they literally gained this height from the size of a normal pup. From one pup, this was all one pup, and then they started producing all of this. But this isn't just about banana plants. It's gonna be a video that covers a variety of things. So I've been noticing my melons, since I like to proclaim that I specialize in watermelons and melons. Madura has been performing excellently. Well, not excellently. It's been doing okay though. It's starting to produce real well now. You can see a fruit set here. My first fruit set was actually eaten by an animal, and that thing was cleaned out to the bone. So that lets me know that this must be a sweet variety. I can see some female blooms being developed here and there. Now that's one fruit set right here. That's a guaranteed fruit set. And I also lifted up another one and tucked it in a bag, just so it doesn't get hit by a weed whacker when the grass is being cut. Now if I can find it, that's another story. Here it is. Looks like it's wow, it got separated from the vine somehow. In that short time span, I literally just picked it up about 2 days ago. Oh man. Looks like Madura is a fast growing variety, right? I'm not sure how ripe that is or if it's actually good to eat. This caught me off guard. I didn't think it was ready yet. You see how small it is. It's extremely small compared to the size Harumado has been reaching. Maybe the location that I have the actual bag in, Harumado. I'm gonna cut that open later and test it out on the bricks meter. I'm definitely not gonna eat into that. It was raining, so there's no telling when it actually made that fruit. I mean, when it actually fell off the vine and split like that. That thing is completely separated though. So I have another fruit set that I basically need to keep a close eye on. So the melons have been doing okay. Harumado been doing excellent. I'm getting ready to plant some Kajari out maybe today. Here is Wondermelon watermelon. This variety has been doing poorly, if I'm going to be honest. And I think all of my watermelons, honestly, this year have been doing poorly, and I believe it's because I have them in the grow bags this year instead of in the 6-inch containers how I normally do. So if we look here, we can see that this actually has dried. The umbilical has dried, so we're gonna actually harvest this guy. The whole vine actually seems to have died out. All right, so we have that separated, and if I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this is ripe. It could be, but that's the largest one I got. Supposed to reach up to 40 pounds. As we can see, that's nowhere near 40 pounds. I'll take what I can get though. That's literally the only melon that produced all the way to or it's the only melon that made it all the way to complete ripening. I had another small one right here that split open on its own. I planted upwards of 20 vines, and I got 2 watermelons out of it. Now some of the vines were actually in the 6-inch containers, So I believe that this variety just isn't a good variety for me to grow. Here's where you can see right here, these are still alive. You can see the stump right here, and it's in a 6-inch bottomless container, my normal growing method. Normally when I plant watermelons like that, they do extremely well, so not sure what happened to this one here, but it's not a good sign, so I won't be even attempting to grow that variety again. Honey nut butternut squash seems to be growing well. We can't tell right now because of these sweet potato vines, but it's in there somewhere. This thing was crawling on my foot. It's a roach. Let's see what else we have here. Desert King. No fruit sets yet. The vines are growing. They look healthy. No fruit sets though. Started clearing this area and getting things planted. Got to put another bag right here next. And once it's time to harvest this blue turmeric, I'm gonna put a large grow bag right here. And then once these pineapples are harvested, I'm gonna put a bag right here, etc. And that will complete the ring and give this a very appealing look. It'll look way better, this little garden bed here. Lila now Sweet Glow. Vines look healthy. No fruit sets though. So I don't think this grow bag method is a good method of growing watermelons. I think I'm just gonna stick to growing them inside of the containers or planting them in the dirt. As far as melons though, melons seem to love it. Peppers seem to love it. Figs seem to love it. Let's see what else we have here. Here, we're gonna harvest this zucchini here. Literally only got one zucchini from the white of Palermo. Supposed to be a high producing variety, but I wouldn't call one zucchini from about 5 or 6 plants high producing. So we're gonna get this guy harvested. I have a knife in my pocket. I doubt this zucchini will pop off the plant as easy as a watermelon would. So let's get this pulled back out the way. I'm gonna harvest this. And it's cutting through easy. Now it's called white of Palermo. It's normally snow white when it's still in the young stage. When it's in the developing stage, after it reaches its full size, it takes on this tan color, this tan yellowish color. You can see some damage down here. Looks like something may have been eaten into it or whatever. Or just maybe rot forming right there. The zucchini feels solid. I'm hoping to have some viable seeds in there. Pineapples seem to grow well in the grow bags. So what I've noticed is tropical plants, tropical perennials, those seem to do well in the grow bags. Annuals, such as watermelon, zucchini, doesn't seem to do too well. Melons seem to do okay. But watermelon, zucchini, those should be reserved for ground planting. Longevity spinach, that's doing well. So like I said, perennials, they love the grow bags. Wow, look at this cowhorn okra. Oh, wow, I got okra on there. All right, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Got some okra on there. This is a smooth variety. I don't feel any spines on there. And this one is just about reached its full length. It's almost hard to bend that tip. I have a ripe harumaru down here. You can see these little insects there. I ordered my vacuum. It should be here Tuesday. Those things, whew. Man, I can't stand those things. They're going straight to the vacuum. So we're gonna get this Harumado harvested. If I can get those insects out of my way. Oh. All right, so this is the cleanest condition Harumado I've harvested so far. Doesn't really smell aromatic like many said it should smell. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple days and hope for the best. So I was waiting on that Harumado to do its thing. I doubt that I'm gonna regrow Harumado. It's produced a lot of melons. Can see some disease starting to set in. The leaves are starting to die out. But that's after it produced a bunch of fruits. And I mean a bunch of fruits that were grown in a grow bag. It's growing in the same grow bag as this cowhorn okra here. So okra, oh, there's a bigger cowhorn okra behind it. I didn't even see that. I get that, what do you know? I get this tendril off of there. And this thing is kicking out okra like you wouldn't believe. So here it is right here. It's a larger cowhorn okra. And this one is solid, so this one is only good for seed save, and this one right here can be eaten. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pick it and throw it in my red beans. Have some red beans on the stove. All right. So we got a decent little harvest going on today, don't we? That should give energy to these new little okra that are developing at the top here. There's a few of them. Seems to be a high producing variety. Took a while to start producing, but it looks like it's high producing now. I think I'm gonna pull these Harumado and squeeze Kajari into this bed because melons absolutely thrive over here. You can see they're still looking healthy on that back side. Just this front side is showing the most disease or whatever. As far as fruit production is, I compare it with Kajari. As far as taste, it doesn't even compete with Kajari. Let's get these guys over here. So that's the first Harumado that didn't split. That's because the rain has been slowing down finally. We'll see if it's the first one to taste sweet. That will make all the difference whether I want to grow it or not. I'll just have to find a method to protect it from excess water. So let's get these two over there. This is Madura and watermelon, which the vine died out, so this definitely isn't getting any riper than it'll be. And I have to be honest, that tendril died out over a month ago. Literally. I think it died nearly 2 months ago, honestly. I'll be completely honest with y'all. So we have a Harumado, which is, these have been growing extremely large. This isn't even the largest one. Madura. I actually had one that was slightly larger than this and it got eaten by an animal. Cowhorn okra, watermelon, white of Palermo zucchini, which I saved for seed. I'm glad I didn't eat it because there was only one. But I like that it has a white skin because it can basically be substituted for a pasta noodle, and you wouldn't know the difference if you use a spiralizer on it. It'll look just like a pasta noodle. So I like that unique feature about this zucchini. So we're gonna do some testing. I'm not gonna test them all at once. Do a series of videos. The first fruit I may cut into today is the watermelon. I'm gonna eat that okra. No testing on that, but we're gonna test these cucurbit varieties. Probably do a test on that Madura since it's already split and it's deteriorating. We're gonna do a bricks test on it just to see how sweet it might be able to get. I know when I measured Harumado, the last one, it measured about a 7 or so. So see y'all in a little bit.